What's up, YouTube? It's ADV Rider coming to you again with another knife unboxing. This is from DLT Trading this time. So how did I get that name, ADV Rider? And I'm doing knife reviews. Well, I like to ride ADV motorcycles and dual sport motorcycles. So started this channel thinking that's what I was going to talk about. And I do have videos on that, on exploring and motorcycle riding, but I also love knives. So I'm doing it all on this one channel, and hope you're enjoying it. And what I've been deciding to do is get some knives that are people are familiar with. So when I talk about other knives, that I can at least reference, some familiar knives. I have yet to do a review. Everything so far has been unboxing and first impressions. So let's just get to this. I'm going to use my McNeese PM Mac 2. This is a 3-inch version. It's considerably smaller than a 3.5 inch. It just feels smaller, it's just smaller. Of the two knives, I recommend a 3.5. So anyway, what do we have here? So I have this knife, and I have a Les George design knife coming in. So Les George is like one of my favorite knife makers. So just to let you know, that's coming soon, that unboxing of that knife. It's a pre-owned ZT knife that's no longer made, but I like those knives, and I like Les George, so I got it. I'm getting old knives. I don't care. I'm doing it, and I'm going to talk about it, and you don't have to watch it. But I hope you do, because I enjoy this, and you might get something out of it. Les George is a great designer. All right, so here we go. So I got my first Benchmade the other day. Not the other day, about a month or two ago. It was the Adamas. It had the, it was a small one, and it was a blade show version of it. So this is, I believe, my second Benchmade. I don't think I have another one. So my second Benchmade. What is it? Oh, it says it right there. Freak. So I like bigger knives. I think this is on the larger side, if I remember correctly. So I got that. Check this action out on this knife here. Just got to make sure you don't put your thumb or your fingers on this lock bar. So these knives, McNeese knives, are extremely lock bar sensitive. So you get used to it. You put your finger down there. There. Fires right out. Bang. All right. So, I've heard so many rumors about Benchmade over the years that the quality control is, was worse and now it's better. Well, I'll tell you right now, wow, that feels substantial. I like a knife that has some weight to it. So, access lock. So anyway, I heard rumors about Benchmade quality, and plus too, I just think they're typically cost a lot of money for the materials, and it's not even the cost, because I like nice knives, but I haven't been excited by the designs, but I'm new. There's just too many knives, too many choices out there. All right, so let's see. First flick. All right, that wasn't good. Oop, there was some lock stick right there. Oh, that's gritty. Oh, that's real gritty. Sounds super dry. So this is the Freak, and it's got the M4 blade. It's coated. I think it's over 8 inches long. Let me just feel the ergos. This is actually pretty rounded. It's got a swell in the center here. So when you hold the knife, it fills your hand nicely. I can get 4 fingers on there, no problem. Hold on, plenty of a knife left. The jimpings here it exists. It's actually kind of smooth. It's almost like there's no jimping there, but there is a ramp here, which I like, and I'm perfectly fine with this jimping. I think it's great. I hate it when it's really coarse, but if you like a coarse jimping, then this is not your deal. I do enjoy this red. I heard the guy who designed this knife was into Deadpool, and Deadpool's a Marvel comic book character, and he designed the color scheme based on that. All right, so let's see. Oh man, this lock. You hear that? Up and down and side to side. Yeah. And it's just gritty sounding too. All right, well. Oh. Wow. That really does suck. All right, well, first impressions. This knife sucks. There we go. I mean, that should be the end of the video, right? What do you say? I mean, it's a... What do you say to that, right? That's the problem with these nice things, too. Is like, you don't get to feel it before you buy it. So, you know, I'm definitely disappointed. I'm not sure why it's so gritty sounding. I mean, you want a... So this is a... Let me back up. This is a washer... phosphor bronze washer knife. So it's not going to be drop shutty, and it should be, you know, a little bit more difficult to move around. So I'm not commenting on that. I'm commenting on just the sound. I don't know if you can hear that and see. It sounds dry, which is, I mean, if that's the only problem, I'll just put, you know, lube on it. But, you know, they're letting the knife go out the door sounding like this, and with all this play. I mean, Jesus, this is pitiful. I mean, maybe they made this a long time ago. And this knife is like $252 now. So, you know, you'll watch old reviews on this knife and people are like, oh, it's $150 or $170. And that was too much back then. And back then was, I think, maybe 4 years ago. So $250 now for this. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to really comment on value. I didn't get this because I thought it was a value. I got it because I'm reviewing knives, and you know, I'm doing this for the channel, really. And I like a larger knife. Hey guys, sorry about that. My wife came home and she had some dinner for me, and we were talking, and it's great to see her. And now that that's done, I'm back. I decided while I was away, I'm going to go ahead and put some oil in this thing and at least get rid of that squeaky part and continue with this review. So as I left off, man, I wasn't happy about this. So meanwhile, so we got the grease in there. It's definitely not a full shut knife, which I'm not criticizing it for that at all. It's a washer knife, so it'll take a while to break in. And there you go. That dropped pretty good. It's flicking it out. You'd have to like really whip it out there, and then you get some lock stick. So it's not as easy to come out as the Adamas is. But you know, I'm going to stop messing with that. Suffice it to say, first of all, this pivot here is loose. So what I did is I got some tools while we were gone, and but I oiled it. I'm going to tighten this up to get rid of that lock play, and then you know, I'll give you my impression about how it opens or closes. Right now, how it opens or closes doesn't matter because I'm going to tighten this pivot because it's sloppy. It's loose everywhere, so that sucks, right? So obviously, as I said before, first impression, this knife sucks. So here we go. I'm going to move this up. What's the size of this knife? So we'll put the tip here. So it's 8 inches, 8.5 inches. Let's call that, to the blade length to the end of the, you know, to the beginning of the handle is 3.5 inches. And that's pretty much the cutting length. I mean, the thumb stud is in the middle of the cutting path here. So, you know, the actual usable length is like 3 inches, let's say. Regardless of that, yeah, I checked the bolts here, what size they were. This was a T10, and then these guys over here are T6s, which absolutely sucks. So um, right now, I'm just, this is another negative thing about that knife. I put some oil on it. I rubbed it on the blade. So the knife is sharp. Let me see if I have this box over here. Let's just see if I cut the box. No problem. I mean, I don't have a lot of room here. Wow, that's really good. I mean, I don't have a lot of room here, so I don't want to take a chance. That was really good. I cut some paper when I was down below. Let me see, I have some here. It worked out great. So this packing paper, sorry about that noise. This packing paper is very light and flimsy, so, but, oh yeah, I'm going to give this knife, at least it came sharp, right? Yeah, no doubt about it. That knife is sharp. So the positives, the knife's sharp. Ergonomics are actually pretty good. I mean, I love the size of the knife. M4 blade steel is a great hard-to-use steel. I typically like stainless steels, and when I'm outdoors, riding my motorcycle, camping, whatever, I would never bring this knife. But this is a great knife if you're indoors. You're going to do a lot of hard-to-use stuff of boxes and dry material, so this would be fine for that. All right, so that dropped pretty good, but the flicking out is still something that I'll work on. All right, so let's just get right to this. Otherwise this video will be forever. I'm going to tighten the pivot there, make sure it's going in the right direction. Let's just tweak it. You know what? Wow, that's in there pretty good. You figured for as loose as this thing is, and I didn't even turn it. Oh, there we go. There's a rock. I was about to say, I can't hear the sound anymore, which is, completely retarded, because I played it for you and you heard it. It was very, very clear that it was there. All right, so, I mean, if I really crank on it, I get some up and down rocking, but I don't even feel the left to right anymore. So, you know what? This thing's real tight to begin with. Up and down rocking. You know what? I'm going to live with this for a while. I'm just not even going to mess with it. Brought the tool out here, but that pivot's down, cranked pretty tough as it is, and I don't want to He-Man it because it wouldn't be the first thing I've ever broken. All right, so let's just, one last thing. I have it open here. Let's compare it to this 3.5 inch McNeese. Let's check this out. All right, so this is pretty interesting. So the actual cutting blade on the McNeese is 3 inches, where this is 3.5. So that's a 1/2 inch difference in the blade, but there's a whole inch and 3/4 longer in the handle, or in the total overall length. So one of the things I've said about this McNeese is that it has the great blade to handle ratio. So if that's your thing, I haven't seen a knife that does better than McNeese in that blade to handle ratio. So just as a side note. Anyway, all right, so I'm going to wrap this review up, or actually unboxing and first impressions up. You know what? I can't recommend this knife. It's $252. Came in all kinds of sloppy. Sounded really gritty. It had play up and down and side to side, and they let it walk out the factory like that. And so right now I don't feel the side to side, but I do. I mean, maybe I opened it up so much that I did something to it. I have no clue, but the up and down rocking is still there. I mean, this is just pitiful. I mean, it's a brand new knife. It shouldn't have any problems, right? So that is it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up or thumbs down if you didn't like this video. That's fine with me. Leave comments below. I respond to all comments, and I look forward to the very next video that I'm going to do. The next one is going to be a Les George design ZT something, 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 something. I'm going to leave that as a surprise. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.